What's going on, guys? I hope you're doing well. Sorry for the poor audio quality, but I didn't have time to actually set up my mic and the interface and everything. As you can see, I'm in a hotel right now, and it's going to be here for just a little while. And I want to explain quickly that, and give you updates on my health and why I haven't been posting as much. I mean, I haven't been posting as much in general, but why it's been infinitely less than it usually is. And it's just a bunch of wacky stuff going on with my health. But so starting from the beginning, I moved into a house in LA. It was my grandmother's house because she passed away a while back. And the main thing was there was some help that needed to take care of some stuff that was happening after she passed. And I was asked to move in a lot earlier, but I couldn't bring myself to do it at first because I was so swamped with a lot of stuff that I was doing. And I also knew that I was going to be a huge undertaking. But then after a while, it was kind of egging at me. It was kind of just, I was like, you know what, I should do it. Yeah, there would be the positive of saving some money because I wouldn't be spending as much money as I did where I was living prior. But also, I've always been under the philosophy that you shouldn't sacrifice your health, your mental or physical health, for to save money or to make money. That's how a lot of people get in a lot of horrible situations. I mean, I used to work for Newegg, and my boss was in his 30s at the time, and he had a stroke because he was working 80 hours a week or whatever. It's just he was making a lot of money, but then he had a stroke. So that's my point. But eventually I moved in. We had plans of what was going to happen, and then they fell through, it's been very difficult to deal with. And then obviously the pandemic happening, it's been even more difficult. Been kind of not feeling like myself for a really long time, as a lot of people share that same sentiment. And I also have some health issues that pre-existing, like my mitral valve prolapse, and that's one thing that's kind of kept me not making any sudden moves, because my first thought was, I need to get out of here. Let me move to Vegas. That seems like a great place. I know a lot of people there, inexpensive. But it's oh wait, then it's dealing with doctors and everything, trying to set up my health insurance there is going to be a hassle. And I already have everything set up here in Cali, so it should be easier. And then I really didn't feel like it would be a good idea to leave because I started feeling really bad. And I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. And it really problems started to happen towards late last year and then at the beginning of this year. And my theory is that, this house is really old, and maybe there's some mold or some lead or something crazy that's in the room that I'm staying in specifically, because there's two other people living there, and they seem to be in good health. And there was actually another person living there as well, who's gone, and he seemed fine. So just where I've been staying, it really my health has been deteriorating, physically. Say around early January, the big since that was happening, I thought I had food poisoning or something, but I mean, I don't think it was that after all, because I had the weirdest things. I thought something was going on with my stomach. For a while I thought oh, maybe it's even some cancer. I mean, I don't mean to joke about it, or try to be light about it, but I'm going to have an endoscopy and all this stuff, but because something's definitely happening. I also have some major back issues that have been really exacerbated here, so I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's just stress. And then my sinuses have been just completely out of whack. My sinus always bleeding. For a while I felt better when I had some antibiotics, thought it was just an infection, but then a week or so later it just came back in full force. Just having these extreme hot and cold flashes. I'm talking about burning up like I'm in the sauna, and then freezing like I'm in the Arctic. I'm talking about I've had chills from having the flu and viral infections and stuff, and fevers. Nothing like that. I've never experienced anything like this before, where I'm just about to break out in a sweat immediately, and then a few minutes later, it's completely purple under my fingernails, and I'm my nose is dripping. I feel like I'm in a freezer right now. Really strange stuff. Trying to figure out what the hell it is. What could possibly cause that? And I've had a lot of blood drawn. No doctors told me anything about that. I'm literally about to have more blood drawn. As soon as I'm finished with this and I upload this, I gotta go get more blood drawn. And then I complained about me having swollen knees. I'm like, there's like fluid in my knees now. I've never had that before. What the hell is that? What could that be a symptom of? And they said, I don't know, maybe post-viral infection, something. So now they want to x-ray that stuff. And I'm like, dude, all right, hopefully we can figure out what the hell's going on. Because I'm fucking sick of this. So the reason I'm in this hotel is because I was convinced that I think there's something in the room. And maybe because like I've noticed when it rains, and it's been raining recently in SoCal, I feel much worse. So I was like, maybe it's really bringing some stuff out. So maybe it is mold, maybe some spores. I don't know. I don't see any. I mean, when I first moved in, I scrubbed everything because there was mold on the surface because water damage from the windows. Like some of the windows are completely just rotten and stuff from water damage. So the house is super old, needs a lot of work. And I don't know. I was thinking maybe the windows are fucking me up. I don't know. But the one thing is, I was like, I can't be in here anymore. I have to be out of here for a few days and then come back and just dismantle that room, just whatever. And then, but eventually not stay in that room at all anymore. But my purpose of this video is just to let you guys know that I've been wanting to make a lot more content. My content has been less and less because I've been feeling like trash. But it's been extremely less in the past few months because of just how terrible I've been feeling. And it's really hard to put on an act or a show when you're feeling so much like garbage. The only thing that I've really been doing is just making music, making covers on my music channel, Derek Blackman, because I don't have to get in the mood for comedy or whatever and react to certain stuff and try to be entertaining. I'm just recording music and then I'm just putting out a performance as far as, just capturing my best takes and stuff and then just mixing that stuff. I can do that while I'm feeling like trash. It's difficult, but I can still do it. Opposed to trying to, do Twitter trashes or whatever. That's been really hard. But, yeah. I definitely, hopefully, moving out of and being in that environment I'll start feeling better. I'm hoping that's what it is, because it would be really disappointing if it's not that and I still feel like shit even after that. But we'll see. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you. Hopefully you guys stick around. I mean, the algorithm has completely throttled my channel already, but for the few that still stick around and watch, I appreciate you first, watching and and all that stuff. But yeah, I'll let you guys know what's up, and I should have another cover, working on a System of a Down cover right now. I should have that up probably tomorrow or Sunday on my music channel if you want to check that out. But y'all take care.